individuals. Okay, that's it. That's it. It has been widely reported by reputable, honest sources that less than 10% of Americans supported the bankster bailout of '08. That tells us that A, some 10% of our population is running the show, since they got their way. And B, we have some 10% of Americans that are either utterly stupid, profoundly ignorant, hopelessly confused, and of course no one is actually hopeless that I know of, or flatly evil. That's a tough pill to swallow, knowing these are the ones running our political, social, and economic show currently. Suppose we humans came up with one single law and got rid of all the rest. The single new law simply reads, "You shall by free will choice remain a decent, upright, righteous human being of noble integrity and noble integrity driven character." The evildoers would crap their pants immediately, knowing they would be by necessity spurn their single current law to serve their money master Satan well. That didn't come out exactly like I wanted it to. But basically, they'd crap their pants with that one law, because in order to follow that one law, they would have to spurn their master. And their master is Satan. They are haters of humanity. The last thing they want to be is just be lumped in with the goody two-shoes, the righteous and decent, upright people out there. So that's why they would crap their metaphorical pants with having just to follow that one law. Beware of the influential, predatory scumbags attempting to render humanity at large into their miserable, ugly, evil image and likeness. Madmen and women, wholly given over to their satanic masters and his ambrosia, money. How can anyone honestly claim they own so much as a square foot of real estate in America, when the fact is we're all only renting from the, quote, government through property tax? Mass delusion seems to be the rule of our day. That's right, it's the stupidest thing in the world. How does the government, what do they live forever, the government? What is that all about? You pay your property taxes, you don't even get to own 1 square foot of real estate without paying property taxes. And people say they own stuff. You might be dead today. So much for your ownership, okay? That's science. That's not being negative. My sardonic letter to Robert De Niro after his snarky, snot-nosed, low-blow, classless comments about our beloved president, our commander-in-chief, our representative of we the people. This is it. I am truly ashamed of you, Bobby. I'm ashamed to be of the same gender, of the same race, of the same nationality, of the same species. At least those are the feelings and sentiments you conjured up in my mind. Yes, Robert De Niro, that's what I have to say of you. Just like any other of these freaks, man. Like these freaks that would hurt children. I mean, it's coming out now, man, that, you know what? I mean, what we're talking about, these pedophile rings, we're talking about baby rapists. This finally came out. I forget who it was, a sheriff somewhere, but the mainstream media had to cover it. This is what's going on, man. The devil is pissed off. This is the kind of crap he wants to get away with, man, raping babies. We're not talking about, young people here, okay? Nudity is not illegal, okay, period. It doesn't matter what age. Anybody could be naked anywhere. We got nudist colonies of people of all ages attend these things, and nudist beaches all over the world. This stuff is not illegal, okay, to be naked. Okay, what is illegal is raping babies, molesting children, screwing with their minds. There's a certain age of accountability. That's why it's called statutory rape, okay? Even if somebody that's not of age, of consent, the age of a consent, says it's okay to have sex with me, you can't do it, okay? So this is what's going on here. There's baby rapists out there. This is as bad as it gets. And then there's child sacrifice involved in this stuff. It's as horrible as your mind can conjure up. It's really going on. This is where truth is stranger than fiction kicks in, because a normal person cannot imagine such a thing. Cannot imagine such a thing. Well, we could say, well, I find this young, beautiful woman attractive and all this, and I kind of feel guilty. Is she too young? I shouldn't look at this woman like this. Hey, listen, let nature decide. I mean, a lot of people can disagree with the age limit of 18 or whatever, but you say, whatever age they're actually physically mature, biologically mature, they can have their own children. At that age, I guess, like the Jews believe, it's, what the age is, I forget, of 13, 14 years old, and he's a man and she's a woman, that bat mitzvah and the bar mitzvah and all this crap. I don't know. I don't know that I'd be in favor of a law that allowed full-grown men to have sex with 13 and 14-year-old girls. I'm not for that. That's not what I'm saying. Me personally, as much as I can say, wow, that woman's beautiful, and on like that, there's still one woman I'd still be with today if I had my choice, and that'd be my wife, my first and only wife. So we'd still be together to this day if I had my choice, but it doesn't work that way. It takes two to tango. In the meantime, I've had to get comfortable with my bachelorhood and wish her the best, and there's peace between us because I choose there to be peace. I have nothing but goodwill toward my former wife. I want her to be as happy as possible and know that I have love in my heart for her. I forgive her and want the best for her. But, we've got to look at this thing and interpret things the way that God gives us, a method and a means to interpret properly, and not be all screwed up in the head about stuff we shouldn't be, but really demand justice when it comes to baby rapists out there, okay? We can't have this crap going on, and child sacrifice, this white slavery. This stuff can't go on indefinitely. There's a lot of people in high places that have been involved in this stuff. And there's money involved. The devil is always in the detail, or his ambrosia. Many, even throngs, are those whom self-censor, suppress their passions for things like truth, justice, and the American way, because they are afraid of incidentally offending someone they know, someone whom they know deep down in their heart and soul to be on the wrong side, on the wrong path, on the wrong side of history, to be misguided, to be deceived, to be on the highway to hell. So what good is such silence? None. We all must decide as individuals to care enough to reach out to those we perceive to be lost, to pull them out of the flames of hell, to pull them out of Babylon, out of the darkness and into the light. Otherwise, their metaphorical blood is on our hands and on our heads. Always remember that money, in all its sundry incarnations, is an invention of men and not a creation of God. I find it irresistibly curious that my initial gut reaction to the idea that someone is the smartest person in the world is that it would be a definite curse, yet I cannot properly explain exactly why. But it is written that cursed is everyone who is crucified, everyone who hangs upon a tree, as it is written. The world beast system hates the righteous. That's why if you're super smart, you're going to be a super righteous person. And it's going to be like you're being crucified by those that love their lives in this world. So, that's why it'd be horrible. You'd feel like an alien if you were the smartest man in the world. It'd be like a curse was on your head. In 1982, when I was 23, I had a bumper sticker that read, "There is no gravity, the world sucks." Actually, it said the earth, but you can interpret the earth as the world and vice versa. Later, I found out how right I was. Today, I have learned that there is no real or true ownership, and that includes even our own bodies, since we all know, scientifically speaking, that they are mortal, that they are temporal, as humans, and our physical existence is tenuous at best. And finally today, illogic, quote, defined: logic that is ill, sick, twisted, and anti-logical. Have a good one.